Yo, I know my man Scott is punching the air right now as we speak. Scott, we are here for you, kind of, not really, because you date 19-year-olds and that's weird.
So give me the backstory of what you know, because I know absolutely nothing. And I know you've browsed through when your girl's watching and you've seen some episodes probably.
I mean, when my girl's watching, like, this show's been going on for a long time, and I grew up around the women. So, I mean, like, my cousins would be watching this show, and, like, I'd be hanging out with them and their girls, and, like, I'd watch it, my sister. You know.
So this is a family, like, y'all don't watch sports, y'all watch the Kardashians.
Yeah, I didn't grow up watching sports. And, like...
Wait, what day isn't it Tuesdays?
I have no idea.
What day would it come out? You know the day.
I don't know the day. I know, straight up, I don't know the day.
You know the day because y'all made it an event.
No, straight up, I don't know the day. I mean, it's not even on E anymore. They like ended the show.
Well, now, but
anyway, so Kourtney and Scott would go back and forth a lot.
Scott Disick, the only other white person that was ever in the relationships, right?
Right. So basically, like, from the beginning, like, Scott would, like, basically he just had an alcohol and drug problem. So he was really difficult to deal with. But she, like, powered through that relationship as much as she could. Super toxic, I'm sure. And, I mean, they would have breaks. They would break up. They would come back together, have breaks, break up, come back together. I'm sure when you have that many kids with the same person, it's probably hard to, like, fully, like, detach yourself from them.
Yeah.
You know, because there's kids involved. Like, if there wasn't kids involved, like, they would probably never speak to each other.
But I think that's those things where we have to see each other, so let's try to make this
and then
cordial.
like, and then in those breaks where they would be single is where they would, like, I feel like rekindle something.
Because it's great for the show or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was points where it'd be like it was great for the show, so, like, let's keep it going. I'm sure that was a reason too, like, or the fact that, like, the family likes him so much. So, because I know that watching a couple episodes, even in the last season, basically, like, the family's like, when are you gonna like stop messing around and, like, marry Scott, basically. And then she was like, I've asked him to change certain things about himself. He hasn't done it. So until she's like, until he does what I asked of him, I'm not gonna date him again. And there's a whole thing in the show where, like, she, like, went to therapy and, like, try to do better for herself, which shouts out, you know, therapy's awesome. Go. And yeah, so she gets into, like, starts getting to, like, more serious, like, relationships. And then I think one thing that I've noticed is guys that are, like, manipulative and, like, don't really like to change their ways and are really, like, man children, they tend to date younger women because older women don't have, one, they don't have time, and two, can see through the BS.
And they don't want to, like, they'd rather just, like, not deal with it. But
yeah. Like, the wildest thing, like, Scott, like, when he was dating, like, Lionel Richie's daughter, who was, like, 19 at the time, this man was, like, 30-some, pushing 40.
Yikes.
Yeah. Like, you know? Like,
yeah.
I feel like he would, like, try to drown out the fact that he wanted to be a Kourtney with, like, just, like...
Young bitches?
Yeah, basically. And now she got into this serious relationship with our boy Travis Barker.
Travis Barker, I mean, Blink-182 for starters, just done so much for, like, you know, the pop punk wave and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then he started going into, like, this hip hop wave.
Yeah.
Where he would just play drums for random rappers. Mm-hmm. First time I had remembered hearing it was, like, Eminem way back in the day. And then now you just see him with, like, everyone. Like, he started getting really into, like, underground scenes and, like, the Florida scene. He did things with XXXTentacion. He's done stuff with MGK.
Yeah, him and MGK, like, are boys or whatever.
He's done, like, anytime that you hear, like, damn, those are real drums. It sounds like real drums. That's usually Travis Barker.
Yeah. I mean, he did Tiny Desk with Young Thug, was it?
Yeah, he also did...
Only at the end, though. He did tell me about that, and I watched it, and I was like, that's not Travis. And then he comes for the last song in the Tiny Desk.
And then he did, I believe, that when Post Malone did that tribute, that Nirvana tribute, and he did that, like, live streamed performance, that he had Travis Barker playing drums for that, too. So, like, he definitely does a lot for like hip hop, and it's cool seeing him like break out from just like Blink-182. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Be able to move forward and stuff. He had that near death. He had that near death plane crash, which was super crazy. Like multiple people died, and he like survived, and that like traumatized him from planes for like the longest. And so like there's definitely baggage, I'm sure, that comes with like dealing with someone who's had as much kind of like traumas, ups and
Yeah.
downs, and like substance type stuff
Yeah.
as like.
I will say Courtney and Travis look like a cute couple, even though most of the pictures are pretty like sexual and gross. And like I shouldn't be y'all shouldn't have, like, why would you let people take pictures of you like this, bro? Like, it's kind of weird.